In this session, I want to talk about masks. They are so useful in After Effects and motion graphics. Because we did work with the shapes before, I'm telling you about masks. We did draw shapes by selecting and drawing them in a scene. The shape could be square, circle, or other things. I'm telling you this again and again. When you want to draw a new shape, if you don't deselect the previous one, it will place in the content section of previous shape layer. So when you want to add shapes to their layer, attention to disable the selected mode. The shortcut you can use here is F2. We draw it in another layer. Pen tool used to draw curves or other things. Let me disable the fill option. Instead, I activate the stroke item, like this. Press F2 again. Or we can draw something like this shape, and change its mode. Let me remove these. Select them all, and press the delete button. Back to this scene. When a layer is selected, we use this shaping tool in the scene. When it's not, when you draw something, it'll be like this. I delete it. But when a layer is selected, I draw a rectangle around this cabinet. Now instead of drawing a rectangle, a mask was created. What does a mask do? All of the scenes became black and we only can see the cabinet. You use this option when you are importing an image or video and you want a part of it to be displayed, or vice versa. You want all of the screens to be displayed except this part. You can reverse this mask. There are many options here that will be explained in order. I click on this item here. It's on the add, which is what we use here. None will do anything. The rectangle is there, but we disable it. Subtract is the option that empties a part of the scene, exactly the opposite of add. These three are the most useful options. We have nothing to do with the other options at the moment. This item here, as you see, inverts the option you chose. Instead of subtracting or adding, this option will do the opposite. The mask path shows us which tools we chose for the mask, which is shaped here. See, it is a shape mask, and I used a rectangle. I invert this. Mask feather is used to give it a softer, blurrier look. This pin next to it causes the length and width to change together, or set each one separately without the pin. With mask opacity, you can vivid the shape, make it clear, or fade it into the background. Mask expansion changes the visible range. The mask format is around the cabinet here, but with this option, you can change the range. This way, I reduce the range of my mask. I subtract the mask feather a bit. Then I'll have something like that. I remove this mask. Suppose I want to mask this teapot. I cannot use the ready shapes because it has a particular shape. I have to use the pen tool item, and its shortcut is the G button. If you want to work, press F2. Do you see this little star next to the pen? It means we are drawing a shape in its layer. But when a layer is selected, a square stays next to the pen. It means you're gonna work with this tool as a mask. If you have worked with Photoshop or Illustrator, you're aware of pen tool features. But it is a bit different in After Effects. Here we use points and lines. I click here. As you drag the line before releasing the mouse, you can see that there is a curvature in the line. You have to play with the curve to fit exactly on your shape. If you didn't leave the dot in the right place, hit the space button on the keyboard and change its location, like other shapes. I put it here. I think it looks good, and I release the mouse. In the Illustrator, you can continue the line by dragging it, But this is not possible here because of these handles. If I continue, it will be like this. Ctrl Z to undo. So hold Alt and go on the handles. I mean these. As you see, I'm moving it. Do the same for the rest of the shape. Because the color of the teapot is similar to the color of the line and can be distinguished in such parts, I change the color of the mask from here. A different color, for example, purple. I hold Alt and do the rest. It's a bit hard at first, but with some practice you can easily draw harder shapes. From here, I want to draw around the shape, space to move the scene. If you made a mistake, click on that point and adjust its position like this. So you can move the points easily. When you hold the Alt and click on the dots, the handles will be removed. Do it again. They will show up. A new mask was made for me because I came out of that layer. I'll undo that. Hold Alt, move the handles, and make another dot here. If you make two masks by mistake, remove them in the same way. I will continue working again. When you practice and practice again, your speed will increase, like this. This is the result, and as you can see, the other shapes are no longer visible. The inverted option also reverses the story. I'll keep it this way so that I can explain a few other options to you. For example, you have worked this section and you want to add another point to this part. When I put the mouse on this line, do you see this small plus? When I click, a new point is created. Now you can adjust it with the handles, or remove the handles by holding Alt and clicking on the point, or just move the points without extra things. To delete a point, press the Ctrl and click on it, like this. This option is Convert Vertex tool, which you get familiar with its shortcut Alt. Add Vertex tool adds the points for us. Delete Vertex tool removes a point for us. Convert Vertex tool or Alt is used to remove or add the handles and move them. Control will remove the dots. Click on the line to add new points. With a mouse, move the points. Practice this with a complex shape and create a mask layer using the pen tool option. To see it easier, I put the color green. And I choose all around the teapot. We have these options here again. Mask path. Mask feather. This one's shortcut is the F key on the keyboard. When the mask is selected, hit F to see the mask feather. Mask opacity. And mask expansion, which defines the range. This part has no settings anymore. Let me tell you something else. Suppose we have a rectangle like this. we want to make a mask out of it. Such a case is not possible because shapes do not own the ability to have a mask. If this is selected and I draw a circle, the mask will not be created, and it's just a circle that has been added to the shape layer. So shape cannot have a mask, and this feature is for such images, to have what you want and mask the rest. So the shapes in this case will only be added to the previous shape. Thank you for watching. We will use these masks in the future projects.